Hello, everyone. This is Melissa, and this is my Christmas wish for you this year in 2024. If you've been around with me for a little bit, you know that I love my Christmas messages, and this year's a little bit different. It comes from a different place. If you haven't seen last year's message on being totally present, please go out on my YouTube channel and listen to it because it is a great message about being sure that we are totally present where we are with our family during this holiday season. This year, I wanted to share with you something that I, I didn't know existed, and I was pretty excited about it. So, as many of you may or may not know, but our daughter is pregnant, and we are expecting our first grandchild pretty much any day. She's due January 5th, 2024. But baby's measuring like 40 weeks already. So she could really go any day. And so we're all anticipating the birth of this baby, kind of like the way that everyone during Advent season is anticipating the birth of Jesus. Not that I'm comparing Amanda's child to Jesus, not by any stretch, but it is kind of the same feeling. We are so excited for this little blessing. Amanda and Sean's road to this baby boy has been long, and it's been a long 2 years for those of you who know about the story. So we are just thrilled. But what I did many, many years ago when the kids were older and went to college, I cleaned out their stuff. Like you may be able to relate with this to this if you have children and adult children. And so I cleaned out their rooms. I went through all their books. We were a big book family. We love reading. Tried to really instill that love for reading with both children, and that's worked. They do both love to read. And but anyway, so I donated all of the Dr. Seuss books, the Disney books, the Berenstain Bear books, all of those classics, right? Donated them all. In fact, I donated a couple I didn't even mean to donate, like some of their favorites, like whether it's Runaway Bunny or Goodnight Moon or those classics, right? So anyway, we are on the cusp of being grandparents and we don't have any books. So the last 6 months or so, my husband Mike, who is a huge thrifter, like if there is a thrift store in a 50-mile radius, he's been to it. So he loves to thrift and he goes to the local Salvation Armies. He does a route, he's got a route that he goes pretty much every day. And he goes to the book section and he buys the children books that we don't have. In fact, I had to put a library together and give him an Excel spreadsheet because he kept coming home with books that we already had. So we have 4 or 5 of the foot book or those kinds of ones. But anyway, we're having a lot of fun building this new grandparent library, trying to figure out where it's going to go, and just cannot wait to have that little one on our lap so we can read and share those special moments with him. Anyway, so the reason I bring this up is because in Mike's quest to build our library, he found this book by Dr. Seuss, and it's called Seussisms. Okay. And it says a guide to life for those just starting out and those already on their way. So, for example, I mean, it's a really cool book, and it's just little excerpts from all of Dr. Seuss's books. And it says, make a plan. Do you ever sit and fidget when you don't know what to do? Everybody gets the fidgets, even me and even you. So he's saying we need to have a plan. Instead of sitting around twiddling our thumbs, let's have a plan. Go the extra mile. So you see, there's no end to the things you might know, depending how far beyond zebra you go. Yeah. So go the extra mile. Always be an educator. So this goes on. I mean, there's like a lot of these little ones. Be grateful. When you think things are bad, when you feel sour and blue, when you start to get mad, you should do what I do. Just tell yourself, Ducky, you're really quite lucky. Some people are much more, oh, ever so much more, oh, muchly, much, much more unlucky than you. Count your blessings, right? So that's what my mother used to always say when I'd come in the house and I was kind of bummed or bored or whatever. She'd say, Melissa, count your blessings, which I've learned and I do. And we're counting our blessing for this little one who is going to be joining us shortly. So the last one in this book that I wanted to share with you today has to do, it comes from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Okay. So here's the book. This is reading time. I'm practicing for my grandparenthood. Okay. Search for meaning. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And so I leave you with that Christmas wish today. I wish you amazing, totally present Christmas filled with family and friends and fun. Because remember, maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year. I pray for a very healthy and happy Christmas season, and I'll see you in 2024.